The boda industry has evolved over the last week, with almost all cyclists in Kampala now wearing the orange or lemon green reflector jacket. It is the most pronounced of the measure taken by the police to reverse the high rate of accidents. But the Speaker of Parliament, Anita Among, contends that the step is not adequate.
I am wondering if one cannot cause an accident when he's on a reflector, if he's not on an element, whether he cannot cause an accident. The issue would be the behavior of these boda people.
The need to tighten the regulations on the industry is now backed by a report presented to Parliament which shows that motorcyclists are the lead cause of traffic accidents.
Motorcyclists accounted for the biggest number of fatalities in all the 4 years, followed by passengers on the motorcycles, followed by pedestrians.
The report findings were corroborated by information from the police force and 16 regional referral hospitals. According to the report, 2021 had the highest number of traffic accidents out of those recorded in the previous 4-year period. During this time, 17,000 accidents were recorded, out of which 4,100 victims were killed and 12,000 seriously injured.
May his soul rest in eternal peace.
Treatment costs for the victims requires up to 315 billion shillings annually, translating to 877 million daily.
So that leaves me with 3 fundamental questions, honorable members. First one is, we are not appropriating enough. 315 billion shillings is a lot of money. That means people are either dying, people are not getting the service, or we are having increased out-of-pocket expenditure, meaning a lot of members of parliament and the population have to touch into their pockets to meet for this shortfall.
It opened room for a plethora of recommendations related to the standardization of the roads, proper signage, frequent testing of motorists, and the strict enforcement of traffic regulations.
It was so shocking that every year Uganda loses not less than 5 trillion shillings out of accidents, because you are only looking at the over 300 billions for the treatment. But when it comes to the economic losses, human loss, you cannot replace these experienced people.
Right, Honorable Speaker, when you drive on our roads, it is totally dark everywhere you go. And so you wonder what happens. And for example, one of our members of parliament, former members of parliament, lost his life on the bypass because it was dark.
Minister of Internal Affairs, you need to ensure that the issue of speed limits arrest everybody, including us, because we want to be alive.
The Ministry of Works and Transport and their Internal Affairs counterparts have been tasked to furnish the House with new measures that would have been taken to limit accidents at a later date.
A year ago, 2 explosives went off in Kampala, one of them here on Parliamentary Avenue. Since then, this pedestrian walkway has been cut off to members of the public who now have to struggle with motorists for this remaining portion, putting them at risk. Jackson Onyango, reporting for NTV in Kampala.